Well, hello, and welcome to my first episode. This is going to be about brain injuries and what we like to refer to as the invisible injury. And the reason it's called that is because with a brain injury, you don't see anything physically wrong with a person. And my hopes for this channel is that I can bring some awareness to brain injuries, what they entail, maybe clear up some confusion that people might have about brain injuries. I've looked on YouTube to try to find other channels that maybe have a daily vlog or weekly or whatever that showcases their life, what it's like living with a brain injury, and so far I've come up with nothing. I found information about brain injuries, but that's about it. And I guess I'll start with my story before I go any further to let you know the journey that I've been on, and then we'll just kind of live this together every day or once a week or however often I can fill up to posting. So 3 years ago, it was a normal day like any other day, and went on my last break at work, and I have a koi pond, and I went out to just feed my fish, and that was all I was doing that day. And I have an allergy to bees, so naturally if I see a bee, I am afraid of bees. And I was coming in our back door as a bee decided to fly by my head. And I was opening the door at the same time this happened. And I basically knocked myself out on the door. I cut my head from about here to here, about a 3-inch gash. And at first I didn't know that I had cut myself. I thought it was just going to leave a big bruise, or not a bruise, but like a goose egg or whatever on my head. And thankfully my wife was home this day, because when I came to, I had blood all over my hands, and I started yelling for her. I started to feeling faint, felt like I was gonna get sick, and she got me to the hospital very quick. I call her Daryl Earnhardt Jr. So thankfully she was here to take care of me that day. And then the weeks and months afterwards, the symptoms was just slowly coming upon me. The things that I experienced were memory loss, short-term memory, which I still deal with to this day. The sad thing is you don't have any control over what sticks and what doesn't stick in your head. We went through neurology. I myself suffer with a migraine level headache every day of my life. This has gone on for 3 years, and it doesn't look like it's going to slow down anytime soon. They've tried me on different medications. I have went through rounds of Botox, which I would always put in the calendar as torture, because they were torture, because you got shots all in your head. They tried nerve blocks. That did not help. Acupuncture did help some, so I got a daith piercing, and that did help for a while. Now basically if it pressure changes or if it's going to rain, that doesn't do anything at all for my pain level. It just shoots it up as high as it can possibly go. And I've suffered a lot of anxiety, especially when I'm around a lot of people. It makes going to the store difficult. Church, functions that has a lot of people at it. I do have medication for that. It does help. And as you heard the plane go by, I do have a sensitivity to noise too, which a lot of people do. And the sad thing is not every brain injury is the same. Not everybody has the daily headaches. Not everybody has the memory loss. The anxiety is probably different at levels with different people. And I was told that if I had suffered this injury when I was a lot younger, that I probably would have recovered quickly from it and maybe fully from it. I am better than I was. However, we just don't know if I'll ever be the same that I was before my brain injury. And the sad thing is, a lot of people see me and they see the old Rob because I don't have any physical markings that shows that I am a brain injury survivor. You would look at me and I look perfectly normal, but you don't know the battle that's going through my brain. Like, for example, you would wake up with a full charge in the morning. Take a nap, when you go to sleep at night, you wake up in the morning, you're completely charged. I would like to talk like it's a cell phone. You charge your cell phone completely and it's got a full charge on it. When you have a brain injury, you don't have that full charge ever. And you wear out very quickly. Even simple tasks, anything that takes brain function to perform, something even as simple as making a cup of coffee. I have to think. I can't just go make a cup of coffee. I have to think through the process of what do I have to do. And there's times that I'll just be standing in the kitchen and my wife will come in and she'll say, "What are you doing?" And I'll say, "I don't know." And then she helps me think through the process. If I'm getting a bowl of cereal, do you need a bowl? Things like milk. Things that people take for granted that just becomes natural doesn't come natural anymore. You have to actually think about things. So it's a daily struggle, and I have problem with numbers, you get strange looks in town, and I know not everybody has this issue with numbers, but like I'll say 10, or the time is 2:35, and you say that and no one knows you have a brain injury or knows that you're dealing with issues. You get strange looks, and it makes you very self-conscious to talk to people. I do have a stutter that I didn't have before, and it comes out in me when I'm really exhausted, or if I'm around a bunch of people. It comes out really bad then, and then that makes you self-conscious too. So it's a daily struggle that people don't see you fighting. And my hopes is possibly that by me posting these videos, that maybe it'll bring some awareness to brain injuries. It'll help people that know you have a brain injury see you differently and not think they're talking to the same person they used to talk to. Because even people, family members, friends, co-workers, what have you, it's been some time, you look the same, and they don't understand. They talk to you like you're the same person. I don't have a lot of I can't pick up on sarcasm where I used to. Sometimes people will tell me a joke or something and I don't realize that they're joking with me, and I take them serious. One time, just as an example, we were at a store and my wife saw some napkins and she says, "We need some of those." So I started putting them in the cart because she said we needed them. And she turned around and she says, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Well, you told me that we needed these." And she says, "I'm being sarcastic." Now the old Rob would have known that she was being sarcastic and wouldn't have thought a thing about it, but she had to explain that to me. And that's something that a lot of people that don't deal with someone that has brain injuries, they don't understand that. We do need help. And it's hard to ask for help. And it's hard to assume that people are going to know you need help. So that's my background. And I'm hoping that we can work through this together and bring awareness to brain injuries. And that's what this is all about. And perhaps if you know someone that's got a brain injury, or if you have a brain injury, you can comment below and we'll discuss your comments. And this will kind of be therapy for those who are suffering for brain injuries. Although I'm not a therapist, I'm not going to even claim to be. Maybe a support group, what have you. But just take it one day at a time, and we'll see where it goes. Maybe this platform isn't right for what I'm trying to accomplish, but maybe it is. Maybe if it'll help one person, it'll be worth it. Maybe if it helps people that don't have brain injuries, that maybe has a brother or sister or coworker or what have you, that they might have a brain injury, they might make them think, I need to rethink how I communicate with those people and help them out. And I'll just tell you, my coworkers have all been fantastic, because we changed the role that I have done for years, and I knew it. And then we had to learn a whole new way of doing things, and it's been tough. But I've got the best boss in the world that is very patient with me, and my coworkers, they all help me out when I get confused. They'll lend me a hand. So it's important to have a support system in your life. And without that support system, I don't know what I would do. I would probably have to quit my job. If I didn't have my wife, I don't know what I would do without her, because she's my angel, and she's a lot can be said about caregivers, because they are definitely the unsung heroes, because they're with you all the time. They have to see the good days and the bad days. They have to help you with just simple tasks. If I get out of the shower and I've remembered to grab a towel before I got in the shower, that's major for me. And it just sounds so stupid to say that, but it's like I won this battle with my brain, because that's what it is. It's a constant battle with your brain, and the higher the headaches are, the more the confusion is, and the more help you need. And I definitely have that support system, but there's a lot of people that don't. And that's what I'm hoping to accomplish. I really hope that this can help somebody, anybody. I don't want it to just be a good therapy for myself. I want it to be a therapy for other people. And I'll try not to make it all serious and sad and all that. Occasionally I'll try to post some funny, uplifting things. I used to do a lot of comedy skits, or whatever you want to call them, before my brain injury, and Now pretty much I just share memories. And the sad thing is a lot of them I'm seeing for the first time, and I did them. So hopefully I can create new content to share with people. And we'll see how this goes. So if you enjoyed this video, just comment below. Let me know that you enjoyed it. Let me know what kind of topics you would like me to cover. If you have questions, I'll answer questions. And if you have resources, things that maybe if you've had a brain injury that you've gotten treatment and had really good success with, share that with me so that maybe if it's something I haven't tried, maybe I can give it a try. So we'll see how it goes. I won't take up any more of your time today, but we'll check in and hopefully do more of these. You all have a great day.